Well, I started to get worried the very second the lady said pray for your safe return. I thought she was being theatrical, but now I understand her extra ominous tone.
Welcome to 9. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, JC. Welcome back to my channel once again, and welcome to another early access preview of Black Ops 4 Zombies, and more specifically, the Chaos storyline map known as 9. And before we get into it, let me just say that the reason I can bring you guys this early gameplay footage is because Activision and Treyarch were very, very kind to invite me to check out the game early last week. So huge shout out to them. Thank you so much for the opportunity there. But this map, in general, I just want to get straight to it on this one because we talked a lot on Blood about all the just Black Ops 4 general stuff. But in this map, I want to be a little bit more specific because right now, this map is the one that has my heart. Right now, 9 is exactly what I wanted it to be. I've been saying forever on the channel that I've wanted zombies to feel different, to feel innovative, and to feel fresh, especially with this new storyline. And as you guys can already tell, just by looking at the wall buys on the map. I mean, just, I walk over here next to one of the wall buys and you can see it looks like something from the Taken King in Destiny, where there's like this void behind the gun. There's a lot of elements of that in this map. The God Altar statues in this map look amazing as well. It really feels like all those core features that we were talking about before in the Blood of the Dead video, all the core like perk gameplay features that have changed from Black Ops 3 to Black Ops 4. It really feels like this might have been the map where all of that started. And why do I think that? Well, I feel like Treyarch probably wanted to do something very fresh. They have this entire new storyline that they want to do, and they probably wanted to change the core gameplay up a bit to just basically start a new chapter for zombies, because we've had 10 years of stuff being the same pretty much. There's so many new things in this map. The vibe of this map is so different than everything before it that it just seems like this was one of the first maps that they came up with. I don't know if that's true, but it just really feels like probably the best example of what the Chaos story is. At least for me, this is my favorite right now. Now, the vibes in this map, while I've been saying they feel so much different, the map does have a very classic feel to it, which I think is nice. It's a good balance. Like, you have this new storyline, this new cast of characters, these new wall buys that look crazy. Like, everything in the map just has this different vibe to it, like I've said. But the map layout is very much like a classic style Doris or a Gorod Krovi or a Shinonuma vibe, where you have a center area and then you have outlining areas that you can go to, and then an underground area that connects them. It's a very classic style map. This is probably the formula that Treyarch uses the most to make really good zombie maps. Like, every single zombie map that has been amazing for the most part, most of them have this format. So we have a map with a very classic symmetrical layout, but with really new features. I mean, just check out this box, dude. You can now, for the first time ever in zombies, actually you could do it with a hacker, but now you can officially just leave your weapon in there and let your teammate get it. It's just a simple addition that makes life so much easier, and stuff like this is what I love about Black Ops 4. They have innovated in so many different areas and so many different ways that I have never even expected before. Just a very side note, but just a very small innovation, just as an example that I can give you guys with this game, is that when you now kill a zombie that has a power-up, instead of the power-up dropping instantly, or maybe you'll accidentally get the power-up if you knife a zombie, now there's a slight delay to it. There's an animation to it before it completely drops, and it allows you to have that time to realize, oh shoot, I need to back up so I can see what it is before I get the power-up. This is something that I've never even asked for a resolution to or an innovation to. It's just something that's always been an annoyance, but I never thought of a way they could fix it, and they fixed it. There's little things like that all across Black Ops 4 that really make this feel like the next step for zombies, and I love it. I absolutely love it. As you guys can see in the gameplay right now, I'm using the Staff of Ra. The Staff of Ra was my specialist weapon that I use the most. It slows down zombies, it heals your teammates, and you can also do a little stabby to kill zombies very fast. It's probably my favorite specialist weapon so far out of the Chaos storyline, and as I said in the Blood of the Dead gameplay preview, you can choose a specialist weapon before you start the match, and each one is pretty much designated with one character as well, but any character can use them. You can use whatever specialist you want to use. Also, something I want to mention about the Chaos storyline is that if there's one thing to know about any of these maps, with Voyage of Despair and 9, there are a ton of bosses. Take that what you will. I will say though, with 9 at least for me, I felt the bosses played the best. I felt like they weren't too much of a hassle. It does get very, very challenging in the later rounds of the game. And like I said before in the Blood of the Dead gameplay preview, Black Ops 4 is a very, very challenging zombies game. This is probably the hardest zombies game we've had since, honestly, World at War, it feels like, just because there's no jug. It's a 3-hit down system pretty much from start to finish, unless you have some other boosters from the other perks to help you a little bit. But there's no replacement for jug as far as we know. So it's 3-hit downs, and you have bosses in the game with you, as well as tigers in the game with you. And all this combined, and special zombies as well, if there's a lot of them at once, and as you're seeing on screen, there is some cluster of them here, it can be pretty freaking challenging. However, though, for the most part, the bosses on 9 are pretty fun to fight and not too challenging to get away from. I would say the axe guys are my favorite. Like, they're just really fun to fight. I just love when they do the little animation and throw something and you have to slide under them or whatever. There can be multiple of them at once though, so be careful of that. But just overall, with my experience with the bosses, I feel like they're pretty fun to fight, except for maybe some tiger encounters that I had. I don't know why, but in one of the games that I played on 9, I basically got 2 hit by a tiger from behind and I have no idea how, and I just died instantly, and I was just like, okay, these are a lot stronger than Hellhounds, so just know that going in. They're a lot stronger than Hellhounds. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else there is to say about 9. It's just a very different feeling map. You got a lot of things going on. It is very symmetrical and it has a classic layout to it for sure, but it's also very chaotic. It's very chaotic compared to a lot of classic format style maps that we've had in the past. And I don't know, I like that right now, but my opinion could change a bit. I'm not entirely sure. I think one of the things that needs to be said about this map is just how damn beautiful it is. Like, this map has so many different areas that feel different in environment. Like, there's this like avatar looking place that we saw in the trailer that has these sort of like neon looking glows with all these different, you know, flowers and herbs and everything. And I think that's underneath the Danu altar statue place. And it's really cool. Like, that whole area has its own vibe, and then you go somewhere else and it's just like a clean white, just very clean marble white style, and then you go underground and it's dark and really ancient evil vibes, and then you go up on top and it's daylight, sun, fire, you know, desert, Egyptian vibes. Like, it's just, there's so many different vibes in this map. I'm saying vibes, that's the word of this video today. It's vibes, okay? There's just so many cool vibes in this map and so many different environments, and they all look great. And personally for me, like I've said, you're gonna hear me fanboying about this map a lot, but I believe this is my favorite map right now on Black Ops 4. Overall, it's just the setting, the gameplay aspects, how innovative it feels, and then with a little hint of a familiar classic style format, it just feels great. It really, really does. Some other really cool things I think I should mention about this map is that you guys know how there's an entire audience in the background watching your every move. Well, you can actually play better or worse to receive things from that audience. So if you start playing better in the game, there's a little thumbs up, like it's a little zombie's hand on the corner of your screen, and the better you play, the more it will raise up. And if you get the audience's approval, every now and then random drops will come in. At least I think that's what happens. I'm not entirely sure, but basically the better you play, the better you do, the higher chance you get of the audience rewarding you for your efforts, which is, it's super cool. I love that. Not only this, but so far this is the only map I know of. There might be more to the other maps that I just don't know of at this time, but this is the only map so far that has like starting challenges that you can commit to. So you know, like when you play Garage Crovy or something and you go over there and you want to get your challenges going for the game, like there's different random challenges you can get. This map has that 100% in there, even at the start of the game. I don't want to tell you exactly how to do it because I want to keep some of it a surprise for you guys, because I'm trying to remain with as little spoilers as possible in these videos. But you can activate gameplay challenges on the map and have objectives. You can probably see an objective on screen in my gameplay, and the more that you do, the better you do them, you'll get rewards for it, which is super cool. It's gonna be really interesting to see how the audience is gonna play a part in the Easter egg of this map. I have no idea. Again, let me just stress the fact right now, if you guys haven't already heard, the main Easter egg quest was completely locked out of all builds of the game that we played. So I have no idea what a single step of the Easter egg is. Neither does any other zombies YouTuber. But if I'm willing to guess anything, I would say that Treyarch really likes to use the unique aspects of each and every map that they do involved with the Easter egg. So like the unique aspect of this map is the audience in the background watching you play. We've never had something like that in zombies before. So I have a feeling there's gonna be like something where we can just use the audience to our advantage for some sort of Easter egg quest step or something. I don't know, but that's just an idea. As an Easter egg hunter myself, that's my idea. The audience is gonna be playing a part in some way. Maybe we just massacre them all. I have no idea. But they're the very interesting element of this map. That's the wild card, and I really want to see what happens with them because I just don't know. I don't know. What happens if we're fighting like a boss in an Easter egg quest and is the audience just cheering us on? Are they scared? Like, what's going on? I don't know, but I'm excited to see. But yeah, what else can I say about this map? Well, for one, you guys have probably noticed in this video, the gameplay is probably already looping in the background. Again, I can only show 10 minutes, but I set up bots in this map. This was the first time that I tried the new bot system and Treyarch Zombies. So you can now, if you're a solo player and you really want to get like the full immersion of like all the characters talking with each other, or if you just want help in solo and you don't have any friends, that's really sad. But if you don't have any friends to play with at the time, you can put on bots and you can put up to 3 bots. And in my game, I just put on Scarlet as a bot, and it's really fun. Like, I really had a good time just having a bot in my game helping me out. And actually, it's not in this gameplay, but in the game that I was playing, I actually went down and Scarlet revived me. She revived me. And there was one time where I died out completely and she carried on and won the round for me. And I came back to life at the next round. It was one of the craziest things. I really don't think we have to worry about the bots being too OP or anything. It's just a really fun feature. And for me as a storyline guy, I enjoyed getting the quotes of this map so much. Like, I just sat there and listened to Diego and Scarlet, and it was so funny. Like, Diego was literally flirting with Scarlet nonstop, and it was the funniest thing. I already love these characters so freaking much. So yeah, that's definitely something I recommend to you guys to try when you play this map. Put on some bots if you're by yourself and just listen to the quotes, because this is something I really want to talk about. The Chaos Crew, I guess that's what we're calling them, they're really damn good. The story of this map, the story of Voyage of Despair, while we know really nothing of it right now, it's so intriguing, and I love the characters, I love their quotes, they're really well written so far, and I'm just really excited. Like, I really hope you guys fall in love with the characters as I did when I played my first time, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know, as you guys can see, I'm really happy with 9 because I was super excited to play it. I thought it was gonna be the most innovative one, and I feel like it is. And it really showcases all the different core gameplay elements of Black Ops 4 Zombies the most. Like I said, the perk system is just completely changed and everything. We talked about that in the Blood video, but I'm really excited for you guys to try out this one because I think that this is gonna be sort of like the sleeper hit of the game, because a lot of people, when they originally revealed 9 back in the day, not back in the day, really just this year, but you know what I mean, when they originally revealed 9, a lot of people were like, what is this? It's melee weapons only, like, I don't know if I like this. Just a bunch of people just judging it way before we ever saw anything. And I have a feeling this is gonna be the fan favorite map of this game, other than Blood, of course. Blood is kind of like a thing in all of our hearts, but in terms of everything else, this is like the one that has my heart because it's just crazy. Like, it already has my heart, and I know nothing about this story or the characters, but I'm already massively hooked, and this map is the one that did it. And I'm really excited for you guys to check that out. So this has been me, JC. I hope you guys enjoyed this early access preview of 9. I want you guys to leave your comments down below on what you think about 9, whether or not you have comments related to the gameplay you're seeing in my video here, or if you've already played the map and you want to leave comments on this video on your thoughts on 9, leave them down below, and you may see your comments on a things people say about 9 coming very, very soon. Just maybe, just maybe. But alas, that is the end of this video, and I will see you guys on the Voyage of Despair early gameplay preview as well, coming up very, very shortly, as well as our live streams going on today, which are going to be freaking long, freaking fun, and just a hell of a good time, dude. Honestly, just a hell of a good time. I cannot wait for you guys to check those out. So stay subscribed, like the video if you enjoyed. It really helps me out, and I will see you guys on the next video where we're gonna be delving deep into Voyage of Despair. Ha ha ha.
Suicide by Diego. There are worse ways to go. Sunlight is the best medicine.